Hello everyone, LadyPhoenix here, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. In this video, we will be taking on the Obel Lake side quest, which is right there at Timber, and it's accessible once you get to disc 3. It's really convoluted, it's really complicated, but thankfully I do the side quest, so go ahead and just follow along with me. So you want to come to this peninsula here that's jutting out and hum, and when the shadow appears you want to hum again, and the shadow will tell you, hey, can you go check on my friend Mr. Monkey? And Mr. Monkey is in the forest near Dolet. Now before I actually do that, you want to keep throwing a rock, and this is for something later on in the side quest. But you want to keep throwing the rock until you get the prompt that says the rock skipped many times right there. It may take you a couple of tries like it did me, but thankfully it wasn't too long, so I didn't skip anything. So now that we've done that, you want to head into the Ragnarok and go to the forest near Dolet. Now it's a lot of running around, so if you're playing the PS4, go ahead and press that L3, R3 buttons in and get that encounter none on. And if you're playing the original or from the PS3, I suggest you have equipped Diablo's encounter none, because it's a lot of back and forth. So once you enter this forest here, you can sing, or you can throw a rock. I just threw a rock just to show that your mom wears combat boots. Anyway, that's all we have to do. We just have to actually trigger the prompt for Mr. Monkey. And we have to relay the whereabouts to Mr. Monkey, about Mr. Monkey, back to the shadowy figure at the lake. So that's what we're doing. Now, once you go ahead and relay the information to the shadow, you want to keep talking to the shadow until he gives you 4 hints to find 4 different rocks. And also another hint to tell you to take a break at Elbeek Peninsula. See, the railroad bridge is a bridge that's located actually right next to Timber. Beach at Balamp is the first beach that you see as soon as you leave Balamp, which will be, if you're leaving from Balamp, it will be to the left. Of course, when the garden was stationary. On the island at East of Timber, I believe that's in Mindy Island. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm looking for the one that tells me the mountain in the lake cavern. That's a peninsula. That's near the D District prison, and I'm looking for the one that says take a break at Elbeek Peninsula. That's the other prompt that I'm looking for. Right there. That doesn't have a rock. That actually has treasure. But we won't worry about that right now. Right now, what we're doing is going to get the rocks. And I do this completely out of order because honestly, I should have went to the one right there. I just turned past it right there from Timber. But I go to Balamp first for whatever reason. I don't know. My sense of direction is off. Which having a decent sense of direction is pretty useful in this side quest. Now keep going around this beach here until you find a prompt that looks exactly like this, because there's a lot of rocks around here because, you know, it's a beach. So right now it's not going to make any sense, and that's fine. So after you it doesn't matter which order you get them in, as long as you trigger the prompts from the shadow at Obel Lake. You can't go ahead of this side quest. In order for stuff to actually happen, you have to get it triggered by the shadowy figure. So do be mindful of that. And right here, that's the cavern that he was talking about, with the lake and a cavern, just the waterfall jutting out, giving me Final Fantasy VII vibes. And that's the actual plateau that I'm on. D District Prison is far away. And you'll come around this prompt here. Now, if you want to battle, you go ahead and hit check it out, and you'll fight 2 of those bluish purple looking birds. But if you hit leave it alone, then walk away and then come back, the bird will leave for food, and you're able to get the rock without actually fighting. And that's another rock that we need. This side quest is so blah. To be honest with you, it's really boring and lame. But that's Trivia. Go to Trivia, thank you. I don't know what Past Me was doing, but what else? Past Me was just excited to get this over with because this was the last of the dullest side quests. And I'm very happy to get that out the way. Now, I don't know what it is about the Trivia area, but I always find myself getting lost whenever finding stuff around here. But this is the area that you want to be on, and you want to be at the LB Peninsula, and you want to be at the tippy top. I go around the edges thinking it was on the edges, but it's really at the tippy top. This isn't where the rock is at. Now you see where it says, remember what the shadowy figure said? He said, take time off of LB Peninsula. He means to literally take the words time and off, and it will read treasure at Mend Isle. Or Mendy Isle. I just say Mend Isle, which Isle is short for island. So that's where one of the treasures is at. Now on the PS4 version, and I'm pretty sure the Steam version, because it is the remastered version, you do get a trophy for this side quest. And in order for the trophy to actually trigger, you need to collect 2 treasures from this side quest, and that will be the end of it. One is a luck J scroll, and the other is a 3 crowns. I think the luck J scroll is right at Mendy Isle or Mend Isle. I might as well say Mend Isle, I guess. And here you have to go to Dolet to get the 3rd rock from Mr. Monkey. Just got to throw a rock at him and he'll throw one back at you, and it's actually the rock that you need. The last one is near the peninsula at Timber, where I completely disregarded when I should have got it right then and there, but it really doesn't matter because it's right at the Obel Lake, so it's whatever. But like I said, as you can see, I'm stumbling through because it's like, okay, which one is it? And I always lose my sense of direction with this game. So it's just not with this game, it's just like with real life in general. Like, my sense of direction is horrible. But it's that strip right over there to the left, and that bridge is actually, you know, the bridge to Esthar, but there's no trains running to Esthar, so yeah, would have been good if we could have got to Esthar that way, but that was too convenient. It's kind of in the center of the island. Unfortunately, I think I parked the Ragnarok a little bit too close to where the rock was at, and I was making sure that I was on the right area, which I was, but yeah, I decided to kind of position the Ragnarok in a way, because the Ragnarok is pretty big, and this is a pretty big, pretty small island. So sometimes when looking for stuff, parking the Ragnarok can be somewhat problematic. But I think I do manage to find yeah, there we go, the rock. Didn't really need to move the Ragnarok, but I thought I did, and so I did. And we have all 4 of the rocks. And right now it's not going to make any sense. But when we put them all together with the shadow, by reporting back to the shadowy figure, I promise it will. I don't know how anyone is supposed to solve this side quest without some sort of guide, because I know I didn't. Like, I had to refer to a guide in order to do this, and even then the prizes, honestly, it's just like meh. But you know, it's part of 100% of the game. I said I was going to do that. It's just a drag, to be honest. It's not hard, it's just a drag. Yeah, that's wonderful. Now just talk to him again and he'll put all the rocks together for you. Now from top right, and you read down MORDRE DP, so on and so forth, it will say Mordred Plains has treasure. So that's your hint to go to Mordred Plains in order to get the other piece of treasure, which is the 3 stars prize. Now, Mordred Plains is in the Eslar region. And welcome to what is the most annoying portion of this side quest. It's right over there in the area that I just pointed to. And this is the most annoying place when it comes to this side quest. We're almost done, thank goodness. But I do show you how somewhat time consuming getting this treasure can be. So you go ahead and you land on the thing. Now while you're on the terrain, you're gonna run into some rocks, and they're called the liar rocks. One is black, one is blue, one is white, one is red. Black always says the treasure's to the North Star, ignore that one. The blue rock says some of us just talk nonsense, which is true, but ignore that one. The white one just always say a random direction. The one that you want to listen to is the red rock, but you want to go in the opposite direction of what the rock says, because they are liar rocks. So for instance, if he says go north, you need to go south. If he says west, you need to go east. If he says east, you need to go west, so on and so forth. It would be good if you put your map up. Like, my map isn't up. I don't know why my map isn't up. I guess I was just giving my time to explain about the liar rock. So here is the red rock, and he says go to the north. We need to go south. And if you click on it again, he gives you another direction. And you say, now you may say, why is that? Because he's pinpointing exactly where the treasure is. So he said go east and north. So I need to go southwest. And if he says north, that means go south, obviously. So that means you're in the right direction. If you run into the red face rock and he says the same direction that you're actually going into, like if he says north and you're supposed to go south, obviously. So you go south and you continue onward, and he says go north, that means you're going south, and that means you're going right. And I actually cut ahead because, like I said, it does get a little tedious. So I keep clicking, and he says go north, go north, go north. So south, he says north and east, so I need to go southwest. And as you can see, I'm kind of stumbling with my sense of direction because, like I said, I'm horrible with my direction. But when you're going for this treasure, and you're looking for it, and you're just mashing X constantly, you want to go step by step, take it a step at a time. You do not want to go you do not want to get ahead of yourself, because like the Chocobo Forest, this particular finding this particular treasure is really nitpicky, and it's really sensitive. Like, you have to be pixel perfect in the exact spot, and you want to keep looking around the area until the red face says there's no treasure here. And when that prompt pops up, that means you have you're in the right spot, because like I said, the red face always lies. So you cannot, you have to do the opposite of what he tells you. So like I said, I stumble and I'm like, what the crap? And it's really hard, because yeah, I could blow it up on a map for you, but it does me no good, considering it has to be pixel perfect. So I don't even bother enlarging the map for you guys. It's just, like I said, it's really pixel perfect. If it does help, it helps to know that there's a somewhat gate thing that's behind me. I do know for a fact from what I've seen on YouTube videos and my solution here that's in this video, you do have to have that in the camera, I should say. So like I said, I'm just demonstrating how to go about dealing with the directions and listening to them and all this other bull crap. It's really, really, really annoying to deal with this guy. And he keeps saying north, and it's like, I know I need to go south, but exactly which way? And I think my problem is that I didn't swing the camera over far enough. So I think that's what kind of screwed me up. Like, you really have to point it in the direction of south, southwest, southeast, all the other good stuff. Because otherwise you'll be running around like I am. But like I said, it's very frustrating, and it's definitely my least favorite side quest. Even though the Queen of Cards is annoying somewhat because you have to travel, it's annoying if you don't know what to do. Once you abolish the random rule and know to keep her between Dala and Balam, honestly, the Queen of Cards side quest is not hard. Like, it only took me, I think, max an hour and a half. That's with cutting everything, all the unnecessary footage or whatever. But this one, even though I know what to do, I'm still getting frustrated because it just sucks. Like, this sucks. This side quest just blows. Like, I don't know who thought this was a good idea to create this side quest, but it definitely blows. But I do promise you that I am on the verge of solving it. That gate right there, it does need to be in the camera. And at first I thought it was going to be random, which is why I was showing you guys this struggle. But it does need to be in the camera, at least somewhat. At least from the solutions that I've seen online with people solving it and everything on YouTube, it was in the camera. So, like I said, you have to do this step by step because it's easy to overshoot the treasure. And I'm actually about to, another cut is about to happen because at this point, I was getting frustrated. It took me about 20 minutes to get this piece of treasure. Right there. That prompt right there lets you know that you're in the right spot. So pass me. Okay, thank you. Now you just hit it. And then you get your prize. 3 stars. Anticlimactic because it is. Now we're done with this. And we're going to Elbeek Peninsula. I mean, not Elbeek Peninsula, but Mendy Isle, or Mend Isle. There, island, isle, whatever, Mend. And that other treasure is over here in this area. I believe it's south of Cactar Island, if I actually show it off. And I like how I said that gate needed to be in the camera, yet I didn't have it. But most of the times it's in that general vicinity. But yeah, south of Cactar Island. Technically Esthar property. It's somewhere on here. I don't know where, but I promise you and I can assure you it's on here. And like I said, you need both treasures in order to get the trophy and actually complete it. And there it is. There we go. Luck J Scroll. And then that's it. So anticlimactic. But in the next video, we're actually going to do some fun stuff, which I believe is the Poo Poo side quest and getting the Cactar GF. So if you'd like to see more Let's Plays of weekend walkthroughs from the channel, please be sure to click on the links in the description below. But until then, you guys take care and have an awesome day.